Nabil Karim. About Assalamu alaikum is concerned, these are the shares that we will be dealing with. 1 over 2, 1 over 4, 1 over 8, 2 over 3, 12 or 24. It has to be one of this. Okay, you can see them here. So we have inheritors and their fixed shares. This is a memorization formula. There is something we call Habada Baza. This Ha'un, it deals with the inheritors who inherit 1 over 2, that is the half share. Ba'un for those who inherit 1 over 4. This Alifun is for those who inherit 1 over 8. This Dalun is those who inherit 2 over 3. Ba'un is for 1 over 3, and Zayyun is for 1 over 6. We got this from Abajada Hawaza. It's a form of counting of numbers. So for those who want to memorize easily on how people inherit or the legal heirs inherit, so this is the best formula they can use, which we call Habada Baza. You can see in this Ha'un, which is 1 over 2, we have daughter, we have son's daughter, we have Jamin's sister, we have Consagwin's sister, and we have the husband. So only these five inherit half, and they inherit this half with some certain conditions, which inshallah we are going to discuss later. Also, in later Ba'un, we have only 2 legal heirs, which is the husband and the wife. You can see we have husband in 1 over 2 and we have husband in 1 over 4. So the reason is based on the conditions. Here in 1 over 4 or 1 over 2, before a husband is entitled to 1 over 2, there must not be a descendant. And descendant include son, daughter, son's daughter, how whatsoever. So if there is either son or son, then he comes back to this 1 over 4. And this wife inherits 1 over 4 with the absence of descendant. And you can also see wife here alone in 1 over 8. She inherits 1 over 8 with the presence of descendant. We have 2 over 3, which is for 4 people. It should be 2 daughters and above, 2 sons, daughters and above, 2 Jamin sisters and above, 2 Consagin sisters and above. This is just a memorization formula. We are going to treat it proper. So whenever you have this heirs, they inherit 2 over 3. They inherit 2 over 3 of the main estate. And we have 1 over 3, which is for 2 people. We have the mother and 2 mother's child and above. When we say mother's child, we mean either uterine brother or uterine sister. So when you have 2 uterine brothers or 2 uterine sisters, or combination of uterine brother and uterine sister, 2 or above, and above, they inherit 1 over 3. And the last one is 1 over 6. Those that inherit 1 over 6, which are 7, we have the mother, mother's mother, father, father's father, okay, son's daughter, Consagin sister, and mother's child. When we say mother's child here, we mean the uterine brother or uterine sister. Okay, we have different classes of denominator. Different classes of denominator. You know, we are dealing with calculations, so we have to be getting our LCMs. So in this case, we have different classes of denominator. When calculating fractions involving addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, it is important to find the lowest common multiple, which is the LCM. The lowest common multiple, which is the LCM of the denominators. For example, when you have 1 over 2 and 1 over 2 is going to be 1. And when we have 2 over 3 minus 1 over 3 is going to be 1 over 3. So it is important to know all this little case. For 1 over 2 and 1 over 4, the LCM is 4 because 2 can enter 4. This is like a basic calculation. You have 1 over 2 and 1 over 4. So you take the LCM, which is going to be 4, and when you have 2 over 3, or 1 over 2, 1 over 4, and 1 over 8, the LCM is going to be 8. When you have 2 over 3 and 1 over 6, the LCM is going to be 6, as the case may be. So we have a tawafuq, which we call it in agreement. In agreement, the LCM of 2 over 3 and 1 over 8 is, it is 2 pieces of bread to 2 people. It is straightforward. We can just calculate. But here, it is 2 pieces of bread for 3 people. So you have to find a way to calculate it, which is one of the things we are going to discuss, inshallah. As you can see, we said more explanation will be discussed in the subsequent discussion, inshallah. So this is the end of part 2, and we are going to now enter part 3, which we are going to start the distribution of the inheritance. So before we move forward, if anyone is having any question on part 2, inshallah, you can raise his hand up. Is there any question? Okay. In the absence of any question, inshallah, we are going to move to part 3. It is here that you will start enjoying the presentation, because we will soon start assuming people to be dead and start sharing their inheritance. Okay, part 3, fixed sharers. Fixed sharers. They are the heirs whose share are fixed by in the glorious Quran, or the hadith of the Prophet, or the ijma of the scholars, or the qiyas, as we stated earlier. Okay, now we have half sharers. As you may recall, we have discussed these sharers, which we have half, that is 1 over 2, 1 over 4, 1 over 8, 2 over 3, 1 over 3, and 1 over 6. So now we are going to take 1 over 2 and discuss it proper. 1 over 2 sharers, the heirs who are included in inheriting 1 over 2. In this case, we have 5 heirs. We have the husband, the daughter, son's daughter, genuine sister, and consanguine sister. So you have to also know this to memorize this. For you to memorize, for those who came late, you can see we have this memorization. Absence of descendant. Whenever we say descendant, what we mean by descendant is son or son's son, how low soever. And we have already explained what we mean by how low soever, which is son, 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 son. Even if it is the 100th son, he can serve as a son. We also have daughter or son's daughter, how low soever. So point to note, the child is either legitimate or illegitimate, either from him or from another person. We don't care here whether the child is legitimate or illegitimate. As far as he has, or there is availability, or there is presence of a son or daughter, this husband is going to be transferred or is going to be displaced to 1 over 4 and not 1 over 2 any. Saying that he is part of those who inherit with residue. And those who inherit with residue are those people who wait for a reminder after the fixed sharers has taken the year. Each and everyone is going to, please, everyone should listen to his class work now. We have Muhammad is going to take question 1. Zaliha is going to take question 2. Sadi Grapi is going to take question 3. Abdullahi is going to take question 4. Ahmad is going to take question 5, exercise 5. Usman is going to take exercise 6. Mala Anas is going to take exercise 1 again. Okay. Let me check. Engineer Abdul Basit, exercise 2. Yerima, exercise 3. Dr. Ashraf, exercise 4. Engineer Maza, exercise 5. Rabi Usani Fulani, exercise 6. Saifullahi M. Musa, exercise 1. So you have 1 minute to solve the question, inshallah. Whoever is done with his question can raise up his hand so that he can tell us what he got. Now, Sadiq Raipi, you can unmute your mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Now,
Yeah, my question number 3.
number 3.
And yes,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the husband going the share for.
Now,
So the husband is going to take half, and because there is no heir or that, and then the son of the German maternal uncle is going to remaining.
now, so the LCM is going to be what?
The LTM and
Now,
each of
The husband and the custodian partner. It's clearly there. The husband will take 1/2, and the remainder will be given to the custodian partner.
MashaAllah. That is also correct. We have Dr. Ashraf.
My question is for husband and father. So the LTM is going to be 2. The husband is going to take half of the estates, while the father is going to take the remainder of 14.
Sorry. Okay, you are not seeing the present. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, it is back. It is back now, Ko?
Yes, it is book.
Okay. Absence of male counterpart, which is another son. So, when you have a son, we have already explained that when you have a son, then he agnetized the daughter to make her become part of the residuary. That's why we said daughter is part of those who inherit either by fixed share or residuary. So we can see in the examples, we have daughter CPU consanguine paternal uncle. The daughter takes half, the CPU takes remainder. So our LCM is 2, which is 1/1. Example 4, daughter and son. So please pay attention in this example 4. We have daughter and son. Since we have a son who is a counterpart to the daughter, he agnetizes the daughter to make her become a residuary. So now a daughter is not going to inherit a half share. She is not going to inherit a half share. Rather, she is going to come together with a son to become a residuary so that they can get 2:1. So in this case, how you are going to take your LCM is just that you count their numbers. Since we have son and 1 daughter, for the case of son, you said son times 2. You always do for son times 2, which is 2, and for daughter is times 1, which is 1 plus 2 equals to 3. So in this case, we have 3 and 3 as the LCM, daughter 1, son 2. So now, for instance, if we have 100 son and 200 daughters, the LCM is going to be what? Is going to be 400. So that 100 son are going to receive 200 shares, while 200 daughters will receive 200 shares. So it is very simple. Example 5, we have daughter and son, which is daughter is going to take 1/2, but son is going to take remainder. Why didn't son agnetizes a daughter? Then in this case also you have to consider something. You have to consider that they have to be of the same stage. Daughter is in the first stage, while son is in the third stage. So this daughter is not equal to this son. Had it been it is son's daughter and son, then they are going to take remainder both the 2, so that the son will take 2, while the son's daughter will take 1. But in this case, since the daughter is in the first stage and the son is in the third stage, then the daughter is going to take her half share and the son is going to take the remainder. I hope you are getting me right. Okay. Example 6, we have 2 daughters and 2 sons. Since we have combination of our daughter and son, which are counterparts, then now we just have to count their numbers. For the case of the sons, we multiply by 2, and for the case of daughters, we multiply by 1. So 2 sons is 2 times 2, which is 4, and 2 daughters is 2. So your LCM is going to be 6. And this exercise, you are going to solve them as assignment, which is going to be submitted within the week in the WhatsApp group, inshallah. So the third one, we have son's daughter. Son's daughter inherits half of the entire estate with 3 conditions: absence of descendant above her. When we say descendant above her, we are referring to absence of 1 son or more, absence of 1 daughter or more. That is one of the conditions. The second condition is absence of co-sharer. A co-sharer for son's daughter is son's daughter, another son's daughter, that is her sister. So when you have 1 son's daughter, she gets 1/2. But if there are 2 sons' daughters, they get 2/3, as we explained earlier. Also, her paternal uncle's daughter, her cousin that are in the same stage, when she has that the presence of that cousin, she cannot inherit 1/2, but they join in inheriting 2/3. And the third one is absence of male counterpart, which is 1 son or more of equal stage. Then her paternal uncle's son, which is her cousin. In this case, this son agnetizes son's daughter in order to make her become a residuary, so that they can inherit based on 2:1, as we explained in the case of son and daughter. We have these examples. We have son's daughter, son. Son's daughter and son, they are all of second stage. They are all descendants of second stage. That's why they inherit through residuary. Son times 2 and son's daughter times son, which is very straightforward and clear. Okay, son's daughter and son of son's son. Son's daughter is of second stage, while son of son's son is of third stage. So in this case, you can see that son's daughter inherits 1/2, while son of son's son takes the remainder, which is 2. Son's son take 1/2, and son of son's son take remainder, which is 1. You should take note of this, please. Example 9, we have son's daughter and son. Son's daughter is second stage, while son is first stage. So when you go back to your conditions, the first condition we said is absence of descendant above her. Son's daughter is in the second stage, while son or daughter is in the first stage. So when you have son or daughter, then son's daughter is not going to inherit 1/2. So you can see here we have sons, daughter, and son. So son take the whole estate. He takes the remainder, while son's daughter goes with nothing, which is n. So you can see the LCM is only one, which is for son. Okay. We have example 10, son's daughter and son, which is a non-Muslim. You can see son's daughter takes her half, and this son, which is not a Muslim, is not going to inherit anything, because we have already explained that part of the things that makes someone not to inherit is difference in religion. Since this son is not in the same religion with his father, then he is not going to inherit anything. As well, we have other exercises, additional exercises, which are going to be submitted within the week. Now, Engineer Abdul Basit.
Okay, this last example that we gave, where is the remaining half going?
Now, the remaining half is going to be taken to Baitul Mali. That is the treasury, if the treasury do exist. But now that in most cases we don't have the treasury, if we don't have any close relative, then the money is going to be taken by the legal here, but not as inheritance, which we are going to treat in almost the middle of the book. So, but in this case, if there is Baitul Mali, which is the treasury, the remaining half is going to be taken there. Now, Engineer Yarima. Okay, maybe he forgotten to raise up his hand. Okay, the fourth one we have Jamin's sister. Jamin's sister inherits half of the entire estate with 4 conditions. Absence of descendant. When we say descendant, it is already clear for all. It is the son, how whosoever. Daughter or son's daughter, how whosoever. The second condition is absence of male ascendant. Male ascendant. Ascendant, father, father's father, how highsoever. The third one is absence of co-sharer. When we say co-sharer is one Jamin sister, that is her sister. And the fourth one is absence of male counterpart, which is one Jamin brother or more, as we can see in the examples. Example 11, we have Jamin sister, 2 consanguine brother. Jamin's sister is the one who you share both father and mother, so you have Jamin's sister, she can easily takes her half, while 2 consanguine brother takes remainder. So, can someone tell us why is our LCM 4 and not 2? Can someone explain? Why is our LCM 4 and not 2? Okay, so actually the LCM is supposed to be 2. I supposed to include the LCM before going to the next step. When we put 2 here instead of 4, the Jamin sister is going to take 1 and 2 consanguine brother is going to take 1. But 1 cannot be shared to 2 consanguine brother, so we multiply by this 2, which is 2 times 2 that give us 4. So now GS is going to take 2 and 2 consanguine brother 2. So when you said 1 over 2 of 4, the half of 4 is also 2 and the remainder shall be 2. So this is the reason. Now we have Jamin sister and 7 Jamin brother. Jamin brother is a counterpart to Jamin sister. So that is the reason why he agnetizes the Jamin sister. He agnetizes her. So now you said 7 multiplied by 2, since we are going to divide it based on 2:1. Okay, you said 7 times 2, which is 14. And the Jamin sister takes 1, which is going to be 15. I believe is very clear. Example 13, we have German sister mother, CPU. CPU is consanguine paternal uncle and not central processing unit. So German sister takes 1 over 2, mother takes 1 over 3. This example does not supposed to be here because we have not yet treated the case of mother. But no matter what, the mother is going to take 1 over 3 and CPU is going to take the remainder. So now you have 1 over 2 and 1 over 3. 1 over 2 and 1 over 3, they are in tabayun. At tabayun, what we call tabayun is disagreement. Since 2 and 3 does not have anything in common, you multiply the two denominators, which is going to give you 6. So your LCM is now 6. You said half of 6 is what? Which is 3. You can see 3 given to German sister. What is 1 over 3 of 6? Is 2. It is given to the mother. Then the remainder is 1, which is given to the CPU, which is 1. So example 14, we have German sister and consanguine brother and son. We have already explained that German sister inherits with the absence of descendant, and you can see descendant here, son. So in this example 14, we have son. So since we have son, neither German sister nor consanguine sister will inherit. So both of them are not inheriting because of the son. So now the son is going to inherit the entire estate. So you can see the LCM is just 1 and it is for the son. So, and the final one which we are going to stop on is the case of consanguine sister. She inherits 1/2 of the entire estate with 5 conditions. What are these conditions? They are all the 4 conditions of German sister and additional of 1. The conditions of German sister, as we may see, is absence of descendant, absence of male ascendant, absence of co-sharer, absence of male counterpart, as you can see. Then the 5th condition is absence of German brother or sister. Okay, now in this example we have CS and GPU. CS takes half, GPU are remainder, which is very straightforward. So for the case of consanguine sister or husband, consanguine sister takes half and the husband takes the other half. So you can see 1 over 2 and 1 over 2 are in equality, which we call at tamasul. Then the LCM definitely is going to be 2 because 2 and 2 are equal. We have CS and CB. CB is a counterpart of CS, which is going to agnetize CS for him to divide the estate 2:1. So CB will take 2 and CS will take 1, which is going to be 3. And for the case of consanguine sister and GB, GB is stronger than consanguine sister. And we have already explained that for consanguine sister to inherit half, in the 5th condition is absence of German brother. So now since we have German brother, then consanguine sister is not going to inherit. So you can see that the German brother has already taken all the estate. So we have also these exercises, and this takes us to the end of inshallah today's session, which we are going to entertain questions for the remaining 7 minutes we have, inshallah. Engineer Maza. Alaikum salam.
I have 2 questions actually.
Now,
The first question is regarding German sister.
now,
You said absence of male ascendants.
now,
So as we can see from the examples I give, a son is going to completely deny the German sister of any inheritance. He's going to carry the entire estate. So is that the same effect that your father will have on the inheritance too, or is it different?
yes, it's the same. It's the same when you have the father. If father is available, then German sister cannot inherit.
Okay. Okay. And then my second question, please, is about exercise 4 under daughter.
Exercise 4 after daughter. Now,
Under daughter. Yes. So you say something about if you have 100 daughters and 400 sons. Please, I do not understand the portion division there.
okay, when you have 100 daughters and 200, okay, when you have 200 daughters
Yes.
and 100 sons, 200 daughters will get 200 portion in their portion, while 100 sons will get 200 in their portion. Because for the case of son, always you multiply it by 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I understand. Thank you.
Now, next person, please. Who is raising his hand? Alaikum salam.
My question is on the husband.
Now,
Those exercises, I was given exercise 6 and I couldn't understand how to go about it, and then there was network issue. I didn't have how it went because some people were giving that. So
okay.
Maybe it was,
Who can answer exercise 6? Sharp. We have only 5 minutes remaining. Someone should volunteer and answer exercise 6. Barista Zaliha.
What is the meaning of M?
ME is male emancipator. Male emancipator, the one who emancipates a slave. While SUB is son of uterine brother. Now, Engineer Abdul Basit.
Okay. I think the husband will, because the husband will take the half,
Now,
but the son of the uterine brother does not have any inheritance.
very
So
good.
the male emancipator will get the remaining half.
That's correct. That's correct. Son of uterine brother, I put that one intentionally to confuse people. Son of uterine brother doesn't inherit, so the male emancipator will take the remainder. So is there any question? We only have 3 minutes remaining. Is there any question? Now, Rabi Isa, is it a question? Rabi Isa. Unmute your mic. Okay, maybe it's not with us. Yes, Abdullahi. Abdullahi Arima. Now, Sirikatu Garba. Sirikatu Garba, you can unmute your mic and speak. Sadiq, you can unmute your mic. Oh, it is me that is muted.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
My question is that I don't understand who is that ME you said.
Male emancipator is the one who emancipates wanda ya yanta bawa. Oga wanda ya yanta bawa shine male emancipator wanda ya yanta bawa.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you.
Is there any question? We only have 1 minute. So, in the absence of any question, inshallah, we are concluding here. We are going to be solving the exercises within the week. So, inshallah, each day we are going to take one exercise for the remaining 5 days to solve. Thank you for joining us. We say subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayka. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. See you next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.